I used to work with a chef called Yves. He was French. He'd worked at the Waterside Inn in Bray. It's a 3 Michelin star restaurant. He thought he was top class. He never shared his recipes, ever. I was 16, 17, 18 at the time. Don't keep your recipes secret. Share your recipes. It's all in the execution. People are going to mess it up. Just let people have your recipes. Today we're making orecchiette, which is a pasta with tuna, some parsley, some parmesan, some chili flakes. I suppose you could call it, in Italy, Orecchiette Tuna con peperoncini, something like that. Orecchiette means little ears. It's from the south of Italy, just sort of where the heel meets the boot. This is a play on my favourite dish, spaghetti aglio olio con peperoncini. I chose orecchiette because I think the little ears are going to be able to cup the oily, tuna-y, saucy mixture. So let's crack on. I should have you out the door in 2 or 3 minutes. I'm having a look at the silver spoon again. Let's have a look, see what it says about orecchiette. It's got a few recipes in the book. Have a look. It's got orecchiette with broccoli, nice picture. It's got orecchiette with turnip tops. It's got orecchiette with tomato ricotta. I add the garlic slightly later in cooking because we want the onions to become soft and translucent, plus the garlic takes no time to cook, so it would overcook. So just add the garlic, stir, cooked. Add half to the pan. We need to save some to finish the dish. Put the pan to one side and just let the ingredients get to know each other. Pasta in supermarkets vary. I'm familiar with supermarkets in France, in Spain, in Italy, Canada, America. As a chef who works on yachts, we have to cater for a lot of crew. We don't always get the nicest produce from artisanal suppliers for the crew. I end up having to go to supermarkets. I go to a lot of supermarkets. Apart from the fancy artisanal pastas that you can find everywhere, you usually can find Di Cecco or Barilla. Right, I had wanted to do a perfect trial between Orecchiette Di Cecco. If we have a look at the Orecchiette Barilla, as you can see, you can't really see very well here. I'll put a little bit of B-roll in, but as you can see, this is quite smooth. This one, Academia Barilla, that looks smooth as well. It just looks exactly the same. I'm going to open it. It's a Farley, but I'm going to open it. I thought it'd be rougher. Under a microscope, it's going to be rougher. To give you the best example, and we'll do an up close. Grumo, and there is a clear roughness about this pasta. The rougher the pasta is, when it's cooked, your sauce, whether it's a cream sauce or a pesto sauce or a tomato sauce, the rougher the pasta is, the sauce is going to cling to it. This cheap stuff from Barilla, you'll get sauce and you'll get pasta. Whereas if you get the rough stuff, doesn't have to be artisanal, doesn't have to be fancy, just look for the rough stuff. It'll hold on to the sauce. It'll look restaurant quality immediately. Basically, Di Cecco rocks. Barilla, leave it alone. The pan of water's just come to the boil. If you're interested, which I assume you are, I've got a little tip for you. Time on this packet says 12 minutes. Add to the pot, continue to stir, and keep on stirring. It helps not so the pasta doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. Keep on stirring until it comes back to the boil. When it's come back to the boil, set a timer for 1 minute less than it says on the packet. You'll have perfect pasta every time. A little bit of give, a little bit of al dente, so you can, it continues cooking in the sauce. So you don't want it fully cooked, but you don't want it with too much of a bite on it. While the pasta's cooking, grate some parmesan. You don't usually use Parmesan for seafood dishes. Italians would probably get a little bit upset with me. When the timer's gone off, put the tuna pan right next to the pasta, like so. Lift the pasta out of the water. We want some of that cooking liquid. It mixes nicely with the oil and the cheese. It coats the pasta. If you do this with every one of your pasta dishes, pesto, tomato sauce, bolognese, add a little bit of the cooking liquor, works wonders. Stir the pasta into the tuna. Add the cheese and add the remaining parsley. Give it a mix. Look how the sauce sticks to the rough outside of this pasta. Small pan, domestic, small pan, you'll be messing around. Use the widest pan you've got. And that's it, guys. If you think the pasta's a little bit dry, you can add another ladle full of the liquid. If you want, when you add the parsley, you can add some spinach, you can add some rocket, or you can add some blanched broccoli. If it's raw broccoli, you can put it in the start with the onions if you like. Let us know what you think in the comments. See you next time for another recipe. Be sure to like and subscribe and all that business. See you next time.